Okay, so on to Future State. Moving on from Marvel, because this is mainly about DC. On to Future State. Which book do you want to talk about first? Because I want to leave Dark Detective for the end. So which one of the
Because I think
other...
that's the one we have the most to say about.
That's the one we have the most to say about. We'll leave that one to the end. So
We
which of the other
I gotta
three...
laugh.
Which of the other three do you want to talk about first?
I guess let's do Justice League first because okay, is it weird that like I don't know the linearity of the timeline in these books because like they seem to
That
take
is...
place all over
I
the place.
had the exact same thought. What I do not like about Future State is there is no consistency. Like,
In the timeline,
you have like... You have in Superman, the Superman of Metropolis, John Candor's Metropolis and goes off and does his own thing in the Fortress of Solitude. Then at the same time, he's in Metropolis doing Superman stuff, and then meeting up with Wonder Woman, and then he's also on the Justice League. And then you also have Batman, Tim Fox, who purposely covers the bottom half of his mask because the whole thing like identifying or whatever, wearing a full mask. But in Justice
their
League,
facial recognition
yeah,
software or something.
facial recognition. But in Justice League, he just wears the traditional Batman mask with the mouth visible.
The exaggerated swagger of a black bat.
And then also, I find it funny. There is a specific line in Justice League in this comic that says that Tim Fox's Batman is the Batman that fixed Gotham. Then you read next Batman, and he's on the run in his own city from the magistrate.
He's off like he's doing like he's not even doing like a resistance thing. He's just like running around doing nothing.
Doing nothing, like and that's also another thing that which links to...
Is this supposed to be after next Batman? That's what I took away from it.
I don't know because the consistency is weird. Because at the same time, like if they're saying Tim Fox fixed Gotham, then why is it that in next Batman it still looks like regular Gotham, but then over in Dark Detective it has futuristic aspects added to it.
It's cyberpunk.
It's like cyberpunk now. There's no consistency. At least with like the Guy Gardner side story in Green Lantern, it starts off like in the past and then leads up to present day. So that makes sense. But like with everything else, with with Superman, Batman, and like Wonder Woman, the timeline consistency is weird because
I think that's like 50 years after the other books. I think I don't know. I say we start with I think we should start with Justice League because that's the one that has like the most understandable plot.
Yes. So the plot of Justice League is that the Legion of Doom is dead. The new Legion of Doom is dead, led by Tio Morrow. Tomorrow.
And I think Dr. Ivo.
Yeah, Dr. Ivo and Tio Morrow were leading a new Legion of Doom to defeat the Justice League. They had a plan, but something happened and they all ended up being dead. What I will say, I'm surprised that because the writer is Joshua Williamson, which everyone knows. His run on Flash.
Never-ending Flash run. His never-ending run on Flash.
His never-ending run on Flash. I'm surprised they pulled Cobalt Blue out of like obscurity. Like Cobalt Blue hasn't appeared in like forever, and he's supposed to be like someone that has history with like Barry. Because isn't he? He's technically isn't Cobalt Blue like a Thorn?
I think so. Let me go Google him up on the old
he's
DC
supposed,
wiki.
Yeah, I think
that's a trusted source.
I think he's supposed to be where Eobard is descended from.
Hang on. Okay, I just got the mineral of Cobalt Blue. Hang on. Cobalt Blue.
He's related in like one in...
Yeah, he's a Thon. He's the long-lost twin brother of Barry Allen.
Yeah, he's Barry Allen's twin brother. Although we don't know who this Cobalt Blue is. It just seems to be another... just
generic...
different one.
I'm surprised of a generic one.
Yeah, I'm surprised because everyone else on the Legion of Doom is a character that we know, or like a descendant or new version of a character we already know. So you have Despera,
or like an amalgam.
Yeah, or an amalgam. So you have Despera, the daughter of Desparo,
Amaze X, which is like I assume like an upgraded Amazo.
Yep, and then Screeching Owl, one of the talons from the Court of Owl.
Is this like Bane talon?
Yeah, because it has like Bane's. It has Bane's like gear on him, so it's like a venomized talon.
God, after King in Black, I keep hearing venomized and I think, God damn it. And then you've got an ultra. This is the one that pissed me off, the ultraviolet lantern.
Oh yeah,
because we're keeping back the ultraviolet spectrum bullshit.
Oh yeah,
that no one liked.
No one cared about. But yeah, that's the story.
Like, tomorrow, the Justice League.
Yeah.
But the Justice League, they're like, tomorrow the Justice League will die, and then the Justice League shows up and they're all dead. So I think we should go over the roster of this new Justice League roster. So you've got
you got John Kent,
Superman. You've got John Kent, Yara Flor, then weird picks. Tim Fox, Batman, and then you've got Joe Mullane, the Green Lantern from Far Sector, Aquawoman, who is Mara and Aquaman's daughter, and then you have the new Flash.
Yes, Multiverse Flash.
This I think this is the Earth 3 Flash. No, not Earth 3. 11.
I think it's because it's a non-binary Flash because they refer.
Yeah, they use they them. But they never say. I don't think it really matters which Earth they come from. Just that they came from an alternate Earth.
Yeah, from one of the Earths in the multiverse. So I'm like, okay, sure. Which I guess
it's not the weirdest thing we've seen.
It's not the weirdest thing we've seen. I guess it makes sense considering in Future State Flash, none of them except Wally have their powers anymore.
And Wally's a death zombie.
And Wally's a death zombie.
So I guess they're not in the Hall of Justice anymore. I guess they just kind of meet whenever they need to.
Yeah. So they have their own base, and the original Hall of Justice has just been left to rot, and the Legion of Doom was using it as their kind of hideout, or temporary hideout, whatever. So the Legion of Doom is dead, they investigate it, and we learn a bit about how this Justice League works. So they have no idea who each person is, really. Because something in the past happened where the Justice League was betrayed by one of their members. So this new Justice League made new rules. The team is small. They only work together in like times of need, and they don't know their private lives, and they're not allowed to socialize or fraternize with each other outside of the team or even inside of the team.
There are some exceptions, like you see, like Superman and Wonder Woman have.
There's weird exceptions to it. There's like Superman and Wonder Woman like clearly just hanging out, and then Aquaman.
I actually like that scene of Yara and John eating hot dogs. I thought that was a very good scene of them together and building their chemistry up. I don't know if they're trying to make them like a couple or not, but
yeah,
very good dynamic between the two of them.
Yep, and then Aquawoman and Flash hanging out. And Aquaman's like the voice of reason, just like we're not supposed to do this. And Flash is like,
I think that there was a I think the point of this is that the no secret identities rules is supposed to be seen as bullshit.
Yeah,
because they just violate it anyways. So
yeah, they violate Superman and Wonder Woman, who are supposed to like be the figureheads in the Justice League. They've broken the rule, so I don't think anyone really cares.
There is a little detail I liked in that it's that Tim Fox Batman doesn't do the detective work. It's actually Joe who does it.
Yeah,
and I thought that was a very good use of Joe's cop background / space cop background, where she's doing the detective work, and Tim's just doing brooding Batman in the corner stuff. Yeah, like he's just hanging out in the corner.
Tim's not a detective. he's just Batman. That's it. He's just Batman at his basic.
Yeah, and it's good because it gives Joe, who I like her in Far Sector, but I was worried that in this book they wouldn't give her anything to do because Batman's a detective and like they all have their niche roles, but she's just like a bruiser.
Yeah,
which is redundant when you have Superman and Wonder Woman already there. But here they're giving her something to do and delineating their standard roles. So I thought that was a very good use of their pre-established character traits.
Yeah. And then you also have John wants to expand the team because more is better, and they feel like with the other heroes they have in their version of the world, that they need more people on their team, but because of the dumb rules that they've added, they can't. I also feel like that kind of harkens back to when, back in like Teen Titans and the Super Sons, like when John is like, "Hey, I want to be on the Teen Titans," and Damien's just like, "No." And then Super Sons of Tomorrow, have seen that we've seen that Damien and John's relationship has like grown. Damien's I want John on the Teen Titans. Does anyone else want to vote for that? And no one else does because of what happened. And he's actually really disappointed that John can't be on the team because no one else wants him there. I feel like that it's kind of a harkening back to that John wants more people on the team because he feels like there needs to be more people there because everything seems to be dependent on them. And also another thing that goes back to the whole weird consistency of their timeline is just like Wonder Woman says, "Look at our world. It's safe. It's better. We fixed it." I'm just like, I look at every other book and I'm just like, are you sure? Are you sure? I don't think.
Are you sure about that?
Look at Gotham. Look at whenever Wally goes to kill someone. I don't think it's okay.
It's not okay.
Look at John like fighting the military in Kandor and Metropolis. It's not okay.
Like characters acting like fucking morons, and then you've got like John like acting like the voice of reason over here. That's kind of a weird deviation, and I'm not sure when it's
John is very emotional in his own book. He acts instead of thinks. While in this one, he's more similar to his father, being the voice of reason. So it's weird. They don't have a consistency between even their own books, and it's supposed to all take place in the same time, like the same world. So, as usual, with last week's stuff, we're going to spoil it. So, in the end, it's revealed what the Legion's plan was to fight the Justice League, which also got them killed, which was the what was their names? The Hyper Clan.
Yeah, like a bunch of old white Martians.
Yes,
because I think that's what they said.
Yeah, they said that. Really they're white Martians.
Really deep cut. And if you look really closely, there's a fucking magpie in there. Use it like for whatever reason, the Hyper Clan has a magpie of all characters. But that raises the question of why anyone would want to be a new magpie. So, all right,
sure, why not?
But like you've got the Hyper Clan here, and as we're gonna talk about in Superman Wonder Woman, you've got fucking Solaris, which is like Silver Age Superman. Are we gonna fucking see the Singularity come out in a Future State book?
Yeah, like looking at it here. I'm looking at here. Hyper Clan, last appearance, JLA Secret Files and Origins #1, September 1997.
This is like a 30-year-old story.
Almost, yeah, like 24 years. They have not appeared in comics for 24 years. At least the mainline version. So yes. So the Hyper Clan were revealed to be the Legion's plan to defeat the Justice League. The Hyper Clan kills the Legion, and then they are white Martians. They become the Justice League. Being that they are Martians, and they can shapeshift, they all transform into the members of the Justice League to imprison them, and then go off to be the Justice League, and obviously going to be like ruining their reputation and all that.
And then you have the backup of Justice League Dark. One of my favorite pages was it wasn't really a page I liked, but it's one where like Zatanna and DC Chimp. It's the Justice League Dark backup, where they're sitting in the middle of the desert and they just fucking exposition dump the entire plot of what's happened since then. And I thought to myself, you know that scene in Spaceballs where Dark Helmet looks to the camera and he goes, "Everybody got that?"
Pretty much, yeah. So the backup is, yes, for Justice League Dark, Propheties, the story was called. So basically, Merlin has returned, and is hunting down anything to do with the supernatural, mystic, dark arts, and everything, employing all these knights in his service to hunt them down.
It's just like Jason Aaron's Doctor Strange run.
Yeah. So Zatanna and Detective Chimp, who is currently the host to Etrigan, I don't think it makes it really clear what they're doing. I think that's the problem I had with it. They're just going from point A to point B because the story demands it.
It's very linear.
It's very linear. Like they go meet Ragman, and then they go somewhere else where they meet Constantine and Madame what's her name? Xanadu?
I think it's Xanadu.
Xanadu, yeah, Madame Xanadu, and then this old man that frequently appears in between pages is revealed to be Khalid Nassar, Dr. Fate from DCU, and then who is also a recurring member of the Justice League Dark as well, since they
in Ram V's run, I think Dr. Fate
even before Ram V's run, Tinian also had him on there because they had the whole Order storyline where
the Lords of Order and Chaos.
Yeah, Naboo and the Order of Chaos are just like, hey, let's kill everything because everything's messed up.
Ass.
Yeah. So yeah,
what would you give this issue?
So for the main Justice League, I liked it. I thought
I'd give it a B+.
I would agree. I would give this a B+. Yep, story-wise B+. I really like the art. The art was by Robson Rocha.
Robson Rocha.
Oh, Robson Rocha. Yeah.
And I think that's how you pronounce. I've never figured out how to pronounce most of these names, so I'm just spitballing.
If I can get it, yeah, Robson Rocha and Daniel Henrique. Oh no, that's the Inca. Romulo Fajardo Jr. is the colorist, and then Dan Mora doing the cover. So yeah, art and the cover were great as well. I think it's probably this one is so far the highlight of Future State, and that's not saying much because everything else has been kind of average.